Hey, what's up everyone? Today we'll be doing a quick fishing session. I'll keep it short because I actually tried this reel already, the YLT Tank BFS Reel. And well, I'm not gonna spoil it, I'm just gonna let you guys watch it. And then we will talk more during the extra. But let's talk about the setup, okay? For this YLT Tank, the BFS Reel, I am using a new rod, a prototype rod from Matzuo. That's right, Matzuo reached out to me and told me, hey, I got this rod that I want to send you to test out. I'm be showing it on at ICAST as well. So for those who are going to be at ICAST, check them out because it's going to be there. All right. But yeah, they sent it to me for some testing, give some feedback. So I'm be fishing that for the next several weeks, doing some ultralight because it is summertime and the bite is pretty tough. So I'm gonna focus with some ultralight. So yeah, for the line, I have Varivas 4 PE line. Okay, I am using 0.6 Go, and for leader material, I believe I have 4 pounds at first, and then I swap over to something else. But yeah, intro show. All right, guys, let's fish the YLT Tank 150 BFS. Now, yes, it says 150 because the size of this reel is probably like a 150 for the body, but the spool is pretty shallow, not that light, by the way. Here's a side-by-side comparison to a Daiwa Alphas Air. You see that the Alphas Air is definitely a little smaller. And I'll be quite honest, this doesn't even look like a 150 size reel. It looks more of a maybe 100. But let's throw this. And by the way, this is not my first time throwing it. I actually snuck it out to the yard and threw it a little bit, and I was not impressed. But Jimbo's gonna show it to you guys anyway. So let's get to it. We'll throw the typical 1/16 ounce with a B-Vibe and see how that goes. All right, folks, the first cast, I'm gonna do a 1/16 ounce jig with nothing on it because I do want to show you guys the capabilities of this reel, right? So watch this. It goes to the left like crazy. It goes out fast, but it goes to the left. I mean, this is 1/16 ounce, you know? I'm gonna cast a little softer and see how it goes. Okay, ready? Softer. It still goes to the left a little bit. It overspools like crazy, and I am at break 10. So they are saying this could go down to 1.5, right? And this is what, 16th ounce, which is 1.7 something. Can it do it? Probably. Let's just tighten just a little bit more so it's less choppy. Yeah, it goes to the left a little bit. So yeah, I have to say this is definitely not a great reel for the ultralight side of BFS, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be a good reel for, you know, above that 1.5 grams as it was advertising. So let's put on a plastic and see how well it goes with the plastic. So I don't have my Euro tackle stuff with me. Unfortunately, I am looking at my box here, and I'm all out of B-Vibes. So I gotta put an order in soon. But I do have a monster bass stuff. I got a multi-species box, well, multiple, and I just took some plastics from many different boxes and threw them together. Got some, you know, Yum, some Crappy Max, some big bite baits. But I saw this one, and I was like, you know what? I have to throw this one because the water is pretty mucky. And I love swim baits. What can I say? Let's take a look for a second. This is a 2-inch, so it's about the same length as the B-Vibe. I think this might be a little longer than the 2-inch, but it's also thicker. Okay, like especially at the tail side. I would say this is closer to maybe a 3 gram because, like I said, it's gonna have a little bit more plastic. And yeah, let's see how this goes. I mean, this thing looks pretty bad, as in badass. Let's go. All right, so let's chuck this. It's still going a little to the left. I am casting into the wind, by the way, so I am slumming pretty well. I have to. If I don't, well, it's gonna be bad. But let me just play around with the drag for a second. Once again, it does have a drag clicker. Oh, I hit something. I think it was a turtle. But yeah, this thing, very interesting. I have to say, it's still going to the left. Still going to the left. So not that great. Not impressed. I don't think I'll put another lure on, but I do want to catch at least one fish and do a few more casts and maybe fiddle with it a little bit. Again, I'm at 10 breaks on this reel, right? And that's actually pretty high. Like if I were to put it a little bit more, right, and not thumb it at all, it goes left, but it's controlled, okay? And the wind's blowing towards me, by the way. One more time. But this time I'm gonna put it down to, let's say, 8. All right, so that's not too bad. As long as you feel that everything with your thumb is not bad. It got a little straighter once I use less brakes, but I can see it right now. If no one thumbs their stuff, they're gonna be like in backlash town. And you don't want that. It's gonna be bird nesting every day, every moment, every cast. Heck, I'll just do it just to show you guys. Ready? The wind is calm. Well, that was automatic. I had to do it because like I saw how fast it was spooling. And right before it touched the water, I was like, should I do it? But you know, yeah, I didn't want to do it. Varivas line, expensive. What I'm gonna end up doing is probably take this line off and put on another spool because, oh man, I thought this reel was gonna be banging. But so far, not impressed. I might have to find out what micro bearings to fit this reel to make it better. But right now, I am having a little bit buyer's remorse right now. All right, I actually got that to where I want it finally. I'm getting adjusted to this reel here, but I'll be quite honest, not too impressed. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, it is the first CDM reel that uses the Daiwa mag force braking. Some of my viewers did say a interesting suggestion to me, and that is go find an aftermarket Daiwa spool that would fit this thing. I was like, holy crap, that's a genius idea. I do have a few already. Let's find out which one will fit. And I actually took the Tatula 100 and I tried putting it in there. It fits as in the spool size, but the shaft is not gonna work. The shaft is too long. I took away that little, because this is a short shaft spool, right? So it has a little plastic thingy right there on the side. I took away the plastic. I put the spool on, and it just didn't fit. Like it's not gonna close, right? And then, yeah, so I might have to find a different spool than the Tatula 100. But yeah, the Chameleon DIY spool for the Tatula 100 is banging. It's so far made my Daiwa Tatula 100 one of my favorite converted reel. In fact, it's my best converted reel. I converted like several before. I converted some Cascades. I converted my friend's Black Max, those, not too impressed. And I gotta say, man, it's all about the dynamic braking. I love it. So what can I say about this one right here? I need to go back to drawing board and find some micro bearings, see if it could make this reel a little bit better. But right now, let me put this lure down and try one more lure. I'm gonna try something heavier and see if it works. If not, well, we'll just end this video quick, right? All right, do you guys like jigger rigging? That's what I'm gonna do. Last thing I'm gonna do right here is jigger rig. And I got the Varivas, their ring offset, very, very tiny one. I got the X Zone right here, the hot shot minnow. And the weight right here is 1.2 grams. So it's, not too heavier, not too heavy at all. But, given that it is heavier, it makes it a lot easier to cast. So not too bad. I am gonna put the drag up just a little. No, actually, no, I don't need to. That was actually pretty good. Actually, no, go down a little bit more. I'm gonna use my thumb. It's all about feeling it right now. But yeah, you know what? This reel might be pretty good for throwing heavier stuff. Definitely, I would say 2.75 and up. Like earlier, you saw my jig right there, that one right there. It might be over 2.75 because the B Vibe with the 1/16 ounce jig head is about 2.7, right? And that Big Bites, oh, see, not too good. Big Bites lure is definitely thicker, right? So I would say that might be 2.8. This might be 3 grams altogether, especially with the thicker plastic and, thicker hook. So, yeah, no idea if this is gonna work for power BFS. I mean, spool is heavy, so the spool is likely thick enough to handle power BFS, Maybe I'll throw like an 1/8 ounce and up. I definitely want to test out this reel a little bit more before I modify it for anything else. So yeah, I might put this on a light rod or even a medium light rod and throw, heavier stuff, do this type of style jigger rig fishing, What do you guys say? Do you guys want to see that before I find a different spool, find some different bearings for this reel? Let me know in the comments below. All right, folks, what do you guys think? As I mentioned a few times in the video, I felt like I got some buyer's remorse because it didn't do what it's supposed to do, right? And I went out and took a few spools from my collection, and none of the spools fit this reel. So yeah, you know, with the OEM CDM style reels, right, where they take different parts and they shove different parts in, it seems like there are no spools, at least that I have, that will fit this reel that does the mag force braking, right? So it's bad. Now, I don't know, is it because the spool is just too heavy? Obviously, the spool is pretty heavy, right? But, you know, is it the braking? You know, is it not coming out properly? Or is it the magnets that is on the side plate? Like, I don't know. I know nothing about this reel. It's like the first CDM mag force braking reel, and it's just, right? So for any CDM companies who are watching this video, even YLT, let me give you guys a quick pointer, like huge pointer. There are tons and tons of Chinese style, Chinese brand, Chinese aftermarket Daiwa spools. And a lot of them work really well. For instance, we have the Chameleon DIY, right? And then we also have raWr for those fixed inductors, right? Why don't you guys give it a shot? You know, get one of those spools, relatively cheap for you guys, and you guys can play around with your own reels before, you know, you guys put it on the market, because this reel does not worth that amount. You know, it's definitely not going to work for ultralight. So with that said, what do you guys want to see me to do? Okay, like, to be quite honest, I want to just throw this guy into the garage and not think about it till maybe, I don't know, fall. Like, I really don't even want to put Power BFS, but I think this will work on Power BFS. At the price point, it's terrible, right? So I really don't want to do anything to this reel. I don't want to clean out the bearings. I don't want to put micro bearings in it, right? I don't want to do anything at all. That's how I feel about this reel. Now, holding it, feeling it, and everything felt great. It's just that it didn't perform the way I wanted. Like I said, I think it may do pretty well with heavier stuff. And now that I'm thinking about it, it'd probably do better, you know, plus 3 grams. I don't know. I don't want to do it. But yeah, anyways, if you guys have used this reel before, feel free to leave me a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you guys have found aftermarket spool that will work really, really well with it, leave me a comment below. And also, if you guys know the bearings, let me know. Okay? Because if there is an aftermarket spool that actually fits this, I will get the bearings and I'll come back to it. But right now, I feel like it's gonna go into that new shelf that's put up right behind me inside the garage, okay? It's gonna stay there and collect dust. Anyway, guys, I don't wanna waste any more of your time. Time is valuable. With that said, I thank you for watching this video. The fish don't wait. Get out there, catch some fish, and don't get this reel.